Mr. Speaker, the attacks in Israel last weekend shocked the world. Over 1,400 people murdered, one by one, over 3,500 wounded, almost 200 taken hostage. The elderly, men, women, children, babes in arms, murdered, mutilated, burned alive. We should call it by its name. It was a pogrom. The murdered and the missing come from over 30 countries, including the United Kingdom. The terrible nature of these attacks means it is proving difficult to identify many of the deceased. But with a heavy heart, I can inform the House that at least 6 British citizens were killed. A further 10 are missing, some of whom are feared to be among the dead. We are working with Israel to establish the facts as quickly as possible, and we are supporting the families who are suffering unimaginable pain. We call for the immediate release of all hostages. Yeah. And I say to them, we stand with you, we stand with Israel. Yeah. I also recognise that this is a moment of great anguish for British Muslim communities, who are also appalled by Hamas's actions but fearful of the response. We must listen to these concerns with the same attentiveness. Hamas is using innocent Palestinian people as human shields, with the tragic loss of more than 2,600 Palestinian lives, including many children. We mourn the loss of every innocent life, civilians of every faith, every nationality who have been killed. And so, let's say it plainly, we stand with British Muslim communities too. I believe we must support absolutely Israel's right to defend itself, to go after Hamas, take back the hostages, deter further incursions, and strengthen its security for the long term. This must be done in line with international humanitarian law, but also recognizing that they face a vicious enemy that embeds itself behind civilians. As a friend, we will continue to call on Israel to take every possible precaution to avoid harming civilians. I repeat President Biden's words: as democracies, we are stronger and more secure when we act according to the rule of law. Humanity, law, decency, respect for human life. That's what sets us apart from the mindless violence of the terrorist. Yeah. As I said at Finchley United Synagogue last week, and at the Jewish school I visited this morning, we stand with you now and always. Yeah. This atrocity was an existential strike at the very idea of Israel as a safe homeland for the Jewish people. I understand why it has shaken you to your core, and I am sickened that anti-Semitic incidents have increased since the attack. We are doing everything that we can to protect you.